Okay, what is up, guys? Today we are going to be talking about Asian privilege and does Asian privilege exist? So I noticed a lot of white people to take the blame of. I don't believe in white privilege, by the way. I don't believe any race is more privileged than any other race in the current and modern era in the United States, anyway. Scotland may be a bit of a different story, but in America, I don't believe any race is more privileged than any other race. I believe it's by merit, not by your skin colour. So I don't believe in white privilege. However, some races do have advantages over other races, and the white people try to get themselves off of the heat by pointing at Asians, and I'll tell you why that is not the right thing to do, because as a South Asian myself, we are very culturally similar to East Asians, and I can tell you why. We have our own disadvantages despite us having our own businesses and big shops and all that sort of jizz. So I notice white people say white privilege doesn't exist, as Asians outperform whites in education and jobs, so there must be Asian privilege, right? Actually, Asian cultures such as Chinese, Indian, Arab and Jewish only do well because they're oppressed to do well. In a culture that idolizes status and fear of failure and endorses the caste system, Asians are only in high doctor and lawyer jobs in fear of dishonouring the family. If they don't get perfect grades, it's not just high expectations to do well like whites, but of extreme pressure, usually pushed by forceful and abusive parents to do well. If these Asians don't do well, they have dishonoured the family. They can't get married. It's a culture where the parents decide everything. Parents may beat them up into performing well. They force their kids into careers and marriages. If Asians don't fulfill these demands, and an honour killing is implemented unjustified. So Asians don't do well out of choice or free will or opportunity. You can argue that their parents just want the best in them, but not everyone can get the status demands. So it can lead to a lifestyle of depression, suicide, and jealousy amongst other achieving family members who hold higher values because they performed well. Then whites say, oh well, the Jews do well. Well, if we're doing this privilege game out of economics, I got one word for you, Holocaust. So I believe whites don't want the privilege card because it also means higher expectations of them, which may lead to more pressure like the Asian route. So they try and blame it on, oh, look at the Asians, sort of some distraction. But like I said, East Asians, fair enough, we do have an entrepreneurial spirit. We are very energetic to do well. We are very career and business oriented. However, we do have that status culture, classism in our own culture which oppresses ourselves. We do have that fear of failure, and if we don't achieve these superficial goals, then it just leads to a lifestyle of depression and suicide. Look up the Asian suicide rates. I'm going to be doing a video totally separate on that. I'm going to call it the lifestyle lie, and why not to live life based on superficial values, but to achieve luxury through decline, so to achieve it through emptiness. So yeah, I'm going to do a video on that called the lifestyle lie, but I don't think there's any such thing as Asian privilege, just because they do economically better than whites, and I don't think there is white privilege either. So yeah, tell me what you think. Peace.